All right, what's up everybody? This is Danny Mathematics here with another example to explore. And today guys, I want to go over the interior angles of a triangle. And today guys, we're going to solve example 10. So example 10 guys, they want us to find the value of x, and then we're going to find the value of y. And then once we find out the value of x and the value of y, then we can find out the measurement of each angle that is given, okay? So if you notice guys, we have a big triangle, and then we have a smaller triangle that sits perfectly on top of the big triangle at the top, right? And because this small triangle fits within the big triangle, it also creates these two angles right here, okay? It also creates these two angles, okay? So this angle right here, guys, right, which is a part of the smaller triangle, the expression that represents that angle is 4x minus 5, okay? Now, the angle that's beneath it, right, that's created from the smaller triangle, but that's beneath it, it's going to be 10y minus 3. And this particular angle that's a part of the bigger triangle is represented as 97 minus 2x, okay? So the first thing, guys, that I want us to do is, let's go ahead and label our angles. I'm just going to go ahead and label this one as angle 1. I'm going to label this one as angle 2. I'm going to label this one as angle 3. So we got angle 1, we got angle 2, and we got angle 3, okay? So I'm just gonna put a little red cloud on both of them, on all three, so we can clearly see all three angles. Okay, now, I also created some hints, some very, very helpful hints that will help us solve this particular problem. Now remember guys, a straight line equals 180 degrees. Okay, so two or more angles that sits on a straight line, right, added together will equal 180 degrees because a straight line is 180 degrees. So these two angles right here, guys, 4x minus 5 and then 10y minus 3, if you notice, they sit on this straight line, right? So these two angles added together equals 180 degrees. But the only dilemma is, guys, that this angle has a variable of x and this angle has a variable of y. Okay, so what we need to do is, guys, we need to solve for x first before we solve for y. And the reason why I picked x, guys, is because of the next hint that I've given. Okay, corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are angles that sit in the same position, right, within both shapes or both parallel lines or whatever we have, right? But in this case, guys, we have two triangles, right? And this angle, which is 97 minus 2x sits in the same position as 4x minus 5. It's in the right corner of the triangle, right? So this one is in the right corner of the big triangle. This one is in the right corner of the smaller triangle. So because they sit in the same position, then they both equal in size. And we want them to equal in size because guess what? They both have the value of x, so we can actually solve the value of x. All right, so now let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and write this, guys. I'm gonna put corresponding angles because I just wanna write this note. All right, corresponding angles, right, is angle 1 and angle 3. So I'm gonna put angle 1 equals angle 3. And then from there, guys, I'm going to actually put the expressions that represents angle 1 and the expression that represents angle 3. So angle 1 is 4x minus 5. Let's go ahead and put that. 4x minus 5. Okay, equals angle 3, which is 97 minus 2x. Minus 2x. Okay? And remember, guys, because those angles are corresponding angles, meaning that they sit in the same exact position, they equal. Okay? So what we're going to do is, guys, we're going to move all of our variables on one side and then move all of our constants on the opposite side and then solve for x, right? So I'm going to split the room, okay? I want all my variables, so I'm gonna put a big V on this side. I want all my variables which are the x's on this side. Actually, I'm gonna put x, representing x, right? So I want all my variables, which is x, on this particular side. On this side, I want all my numbers, right? So 4x, x is on that appropriate side, minus 5, that's a number, so I need to do the inverse of what I see, which is plus 5, right? So I'm gonna add 5 on both sides. It's gonna cancel out here, and I'm gonna add it to a like term, which is 97, okay? And then this minus 2x, right? Remember, this needs to be on this side, so I need to do the opposite of what I see. So the opposite of minus 2x is plus 2x. Plus 2x, okay? So now, guys, we got 4x plus 2x, which is 6x. Equals 97 plus 5 is 102. Is 102. Okay? So now, guys, in order for us to find out the value of x, we need to divide both sides by 6. Okay? And then 102 divided by 6 equals 17. It equals 17. So x actually has a value of 17. Okay? So because x has a value of 17, what we can do is we can plug in x in the two expressions that has the value of x within them, which is angle 1 and angle 3. So now let's go ahead and do that, guys. So angle 1, right? Remember the value of x is 17. So angle 1 is going to be 4 times, parentheses, 17, which is the x, minus 5. Okay? And then angle 3 is going to be 97 minus 2 times x, and remember x is 17. X is 17. Okay? So now, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the answer to both of those angles. All right? So let's go ahead and do that. So first we're going to have 4 times 17. 4 times 17 is 68. 68 minus 5 is 63. So angle 1 is 63 degrees. That's the measurement of angle 1, 63, okay? Now remember, angle 1 and angle 3 are corresponding, so angle 3 should also equal 63. So I'm gonna have 97 minus 2 times 17, and that also equals 63 degrees. All right, so that actually proves that these two angles are corresponding angles, meaning that they sit in the same position and they both equal in size. Okay? Okay? So now, guys, so for angle 1, I'm going to put 63 degrees right here for angle 1. 63 degrees. That's angle 1, 63 degrees. Right here, which is angle 3, I'm also going to put 63 degrees. All right. Now, what we need to find out, guys, is angle 2. Angle 2. Now, remember, guys, we need to solve for y in order for us to find out what angle 2 is, right? So what we're going to do is, guys, we're going to actually do this. Remember, angle 1 and angle 2 both create a straight line, okay? Meaning that angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 180 degrees. Angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 180 degrees because they both fit on a straight line, or both sit on a straight line, right? Side by side. Okay? Now, remember, guys, we already have the measurement to angle 1. We already got the measurements to angle 1, which is 63. So angle 1 is 63. So it's going to be 63 plus, now we're going to bring down the expression that represents angle 2. Angle 2 is 10y minus 3. So it's going to be plus 10y minus 3 equals 180. All right, we're going to solve for y. So what we need to do, guys, we can combine like terms. I can combine 63 and negative 3. 63 minus 3 equals 60. So now I can rewrite this, guys, as 60 plus 10y equals 180. Okay? Now, of course, I need to subtract 60 on both sides to get 10y by itself. So I'm going to subtract 60 on both sides. 60 minus 60 is 0. 180 minus 60 is 120. So now, guys, we're going to have 10y equals 120. All right. Now, the last thing we need to do, guys, to find out the value of y, we need to divide both sides by 10. All right. 120 divided by 10 equals 12. So y has a value of 12, right? Meaning that I can plug in 12 as y in angle 2, okay? So now let's go ahead and do that. So angle 2, I have 10 times y, so it's going to be 10 times 12 times 12 minus 3. Okay, so 10 times 12 is 120, minus 3 is 117. Okay. Okay, so this angle right here is actually 117 degrees. Okay, and then also to prove that it's 117 degrees, remember 63 and 117 must equal 180 because they sit on a straight line, right? So let me just add 63 to 117, right? And let's just see what we have. Making sure that we get 180. All right, 7 plus 3 is 10. I'm gonna carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 6 is 8. And I'm gonna bring down that 1, which makes 180. So that proves, guys, that we have all of the right measurements, right, of each angle, and we have the right values for x, okay? So here are the measurements for all the angles. And remember, guys, the value of x is 17. The value of y is 12. Okay, so here is all of our answers. All right, those are all of our answers, guys. So thank y'all so much, guys, for tuning in. I will upload more videos coming soon. Thank you.